It's one of the things I get asked most. What got you into bodybuilding? Man, I don't know. Vapid parenting? Shitty childhood? When people ask why I never look happy, why I never have fun, I'm never smiling in any of my photos, you're such a pretty girl. Yeah, well, hey, that's not my life. You try to shove your worldview onto me, or understand me through the lens of what you find valuable, we're not going to get very far. I don't want to go to your baby shower. I don't want to Netflix and chill. It's not my idea of a good time. My idea of a good time is a bad time. It doesn't feel good, but it feels right. This is my normal. And this is what I've always known. Truth is, I don't even really consider myself a bodybuilder. The sports side of it doesn't really resonate with me. It's just a byproduct of the fact that I'm a really angry person. I'm obsessive, I'm not a team player, and I like to control everything. And it puts results, visible, undeniable results, to my suffering. It's a sport that literally rewards the hardest worker, the person with the highest pain tolerance, the person who can suffer the most. And I'm very good at that. So bodybuilding? You could say I live for this, but it's really just my life.
Oh, you wanted to see my abs. That's what you meant, right? One thing I really don't understand is this culture where we hurl our personal preferences at each other. I would never think so highly of my own opinion to demand anything from a stranger. But maybe I'll try it. Hey, I prefer that you never speak again. Comment about that. Make a comment about that. So I got a new tattoo and it's across my hand. And so there have been a bunch of people that have been reaching out to me about how shitty the healing process was and how they're badass. They got both hands done at once. And I'm getting really excited because I'm like, finally, someone that understands my pain. It's pretty difficult to find people that have hand tattoos and understand what the process is like. And then I'll go to their pages and I'll look for their hand tattoo and it'll be like something like a butterfly on the top of their hand or like, you know, a word or something across the top of their hand. And I'm like, yeah, that must have sucked.
You waiting on me? Am I waiting on you? You waiting on me?
Whatever you...
There it is. Yeah, fuck.
I'm twice the size I was a minute ago. Oh, you know what you could do? You could start in the bikini class and then you do a couple reps on this and then you go to physique. That's what you can do. Alright, so ever since the Miami Muscle documentary, I've been getting a lot of questions as to whether or not I'm actually natural. So I just want to nip this in the bud right now. So I'm still pretty new to competing and bodybuilding altogether. So what I'm saying is just all personal experience, personal thought. I don't know if everything I'm about to say is going to be accurate, but the thing I want to say right out the gate, for me personally, if you can't tell I'm natural by looking at me, then you don't know jack shit about bodybuilding, and you don't know what the difference between a natural and a non-natural looks like. Granted, sometimes it's very difficult to tell. You can be a genetic freak, that can happen. But I feel like if you look at me and you know anything about competitive bodybuilding, you'll be able to tell by looking at me that I'm natural, and I will go over the list of ways you can spot a natty. But, okay, so what I want to say right out the gate is like, yeah, on the street or on Instagram or compared to you, I look really jacked, but you put me in an arena with non-natural competitors, you're gonna be able to tell. For example, NPC Universe, the competition I just did, Nationals, go look at the other chicks I was up against. I was the smallest competitor there because I'm natural and I'm a lifetime natural. I've never taken steroids. And yeah, you can tell the difference. So I get it. Like, you see me on this documentary, you see me out in the street, you see me flex, you do all this shit. You think, oh, surely she's on steroids. No, dude, I just look jacked to you. To the rest of the competitive bodybuilding world, I am tiny. So, a couple ways by looking at me that you can tell I'm natural. One, the sound of my voice. It's not super low and has this weird, like, rattly sound to it, which I saw a lot about the show. And again, like, I do need to point out, I am not against the use of steroids. That goes hand in hand with bodybuilding. That's what the sport fucking is. But when you question whether or not I'm natural, that just takes away from my work ethic. And one thing I do not handle well is when people question my work ethic. Like, what I have is very difficult to have achieved totally naturally. So when you question that, it calls into question, one, my integrity and my honesty, which that's not cool. And also, yeah, I am natural and I do work this hard and I do condition this well. And that's my thing. That's what I'm trying to tell everybody. That is what I'm trying to express to everybody, is you can look like this and you can get it naturally if you have good genetics and you work really fucking hard. All right, so ways to spot a natural. My voice, my head to body ratio. I am not so huge that my head looks tiny compared to the rest of my body. That's just not natural. I don't have huge traps. My traps are a normal size and they're still like feminine, if you will. Like, I don't have huge traps. My shoulders aren't like super 3D where they stick out really, really big. My jawline isn't super boxy. My chest isn't super boxy up here either. And it's not like, it has kind of like a flat look. I don't have that. I still have a feminine looking chest. And then this is something one of my followers told me about, is like your forearms will get super out of proportion, which they're not. So those are ways you can tell by looking at me that I'm natural. I mean, if you want me to really piss you off, I've only been working out for 3 years and I look like this. If you want me to really, really piss you off, I've only been competing for one and I won both shows that I did. If you want me to really piss you off, I've never been through a bulking cycle. Like, this is how you can look if you just work really fucking hard, and I'm sorry you don't know what that's like. So I would definitely recommend checking him out. But honestly, if you're serious about what you want to do for yourself and you're spinning your wheels like I was 4 years ago, hire somebody that takes your body and puts you here. That's it. Anyway, stay tuned for the YouTube videos. I will start them probably this month, and then if there's anything in particular that you want to see from me, any other questions you have that you think would make a good topic, leave me a comment. Don't DM me. It's gonna get lost right now. Leave a comment and I will go through those and try to catalog as many topics as I can and make videos based on that.
As many of you know, I work in a restaurant.
Oh, hello.
I am surrounded by food all day. No, really, I'm surrounded. I interact with food, I handle and I cut bread. Mistakes come up. I pour wine. More mistakes come up. I talk to people about food all day. So not only do I interact with it, I have to talk about it. I'm filling pastries. I help people sell. And then this, free meal every night. But this is me. I compete. I keep my figure in check year round. And people say, I don't understand you. How do you do it? All right. You want to know how I do it? Because I don't understand you either. And I don't want to. Temptation is for lazy. But I'm a woman. I'm not allowed to talk like that. I'm not allowed to say those things. Fine. I'll say it without saying a word.
That's That's dope.
Oh my god. All right, so I wanted to go over a quick misconception about food. So for example, like veggie pasta, people think this is gonna be healthy because it has a lot of vegetables in it, no meat, something like that. When you use that much butter and this many carbohydrates, it doesn't matter what's in it. It's got that much butter and that much carbohydrate in it. You could put everything else in it and it would still be very unhealthy. So, not healthy. Another one I get all the time is, oh, Layla, like you're dieting, you can eat a salad. No, I can't eat this salad. The amount of sugar in this dressing and the sugar that's added into it from the beets, oranges, blueberries, and then combined with another fat source, which is definitely too much of a fat source. It's too large of a serving size. Cheese combined with the carbohydrates, it's not healthy either. Portion size, portion control really matters when it comes to your diet. So keep that in mind when you order, when you're out to eat. Hi, okay, I have to figure out how to make this video under a minute. So I am second in that online contest right now. There's only an hour left window of voting. So if you guys could help me out and vote right now, and hopefully I will be back in first place. I'm in second right now, but if a whole bunch of votes come in that last hour, I might be able to make it. Other than that, misconception, I am still competing this weekend, even though I did not register for the natural show in time. So what's going to happen is I'm doing a non-natural show. So I'm going to be back in the ring with a bunch of non-natural competitors. I'm just going to fucking Leroy Jenkins that shit like I did the first time. So we'll see how that goes. I'll keep you posted. Just wanted to say also thank you for anyone that has voted, that has been voting. It means a lot to me. And I'll let you know how this weekend goes. Wish me luck. You want my recommendation if you're out and you're busy? Don't stop in a restaurant. Stop in a store, get yogurt, get grilled chicken, get some of those prepackaged eggs. Clean eating while you're out and about is really difficult, but it can be done. Yeah, Photoshop. Photoshop. Uh-huh. Yep. guys know I'm all about transparency. So I'm gonna do it. I need the money, but that's what's going on.
We're just trying to get maximum teardown. That's good. And we always have to hit a pose.
Have to hit a post?
Pose.
Pose. Oh. Towards you?
I don't, towards them, not me.
It's like the same,
There you go. That's what they want to see. They want to see the results of it. The hard work. There you go.
Not again. Oh!
Drive them up. Atta girl. Good job. Come on, keep going. Partials. Burn them out. Use that rear delt too. Come on. Come on, Diesel. Let's go. Good job. Cheat it up. Come on.
Oh yeah, your arms look huge.
Yeah, they do. Whenever I do this. And now I'm gonna bench this. No, I'm not. Woo!
That's dope.
Oh my gosh.
All right.
And we always have to hit a pose.
Have to hit a post?
Pose.
Oh, towards you?
I don't, towards them, not me.
It's like the same,
There you go. That's what they want to see. They want to see the results of it. The hard work. There you go.